What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. In this video right here, we have famous comedian Dave Chappelle supposedly explaining why Jay-Z and Diddy want to kill Kanye West. That's a very bold title. So let's give it a watch.
The industry is a monster. Is akin to killing him. Because this industry is a monster. It's the same monster that these Me Too bitches was trying to tell you about. But they hate the monster for how it fucks. And I hate that monster for how it eats. I denounce anti-Semitism in all its forms. And I stand with my friends in the Jewish community. And that, Kanye, is how you buy yourself some time. Listen, okay, I don't think Kanye is crazy at all. I think he's possibly not well.
Comedian Dave Chappelle has just made some pretty startling claims about the entertainment industry's purported plan to undermine rapper Kanye West.
Dave Chappelle
believes that Hollywood's upper class might be conspiring against West, and he is the only person willing to speak up about it. Chappelle's recent interview has caused quite the stir in the entertainment industry, with some wondering if his accusations hold any water. As it would appear, there's a lot more to these claims than meet the eye, so I'd stay tuned if I were you.
What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, "They are trying to kill me"?
Yeah. Dave Chappelle, a close friend of Kanye West, recently revealed that the rapper has been vocal about the questionable practices of certain powerful players in the entertainment industry. However, as we all know, challenging the establishment often leads to repercussions. Reportedly, Kanye's outspokenness has made him a target for these individuals who view him as a threat to their power and are willing to use unethical tactics to bring him down. Some influential figures even prefer silencing Kanye rather than allowing him to continue speaking out.
Yeah, they don't like when people start speaking out. Then they try to cancel you, do all that extra stuff.
A longtime member of the entertainment industry, has also shared startling insights into the inner workings of Hollywood elites. In an interview with Oprah Winfrey, Chappelle opened up about the pressure he faced early in his career and how some individuals attempted to use it to control him. His revelations have caused a stir worldwide.
Trying to get me to take psychotic medication. Yeah, like I'm sitting around, I was stressed out, but the people that were telling me I was insane, I believe that they knew what was going on.
It's widely known that Dave is an intelligent person, and he's been aware of these issues for a long time. As a result, he's been strategic in choosing which battles to fight. He has stated that he's witnessed some concerning events take place. Dave went on to explain that his personal experience taught him that the best way to protect himself from these malevolent people was to distance himself from them. He had witnessed firsthand how they would manipulate situations and even use incorrect diagnosis or medication to control people. If that didn't work, they would label the individual as crazy and effectively write them off. Remember when Kanye said that the industry is disappearing people and using them as sacrifices and no one believed him, even called him crazy? Well, now what do you think?
Son, you're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
That's insane.
Yeezy fans have stood by their idol through thick and thin, saying, "I've never doubted Kanye up to this day. I believe everything that comes out of his mouth." Another added, "The industry is wicked to the death." If you've been following the news, you're probably aware that Kanye West's recent appearance at the Paris fashion show created a lot of controversy and made headlines in multiple media outlets. Despite facing criticism for wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt, Kanye continued to express his polarizing viewpoints, leading some people to distance themselves from him. In fact, Kanye even publicly accused P. Diddy of abandoning him when he needed support the most. As a result, it seems that Diddy has had enough of Kanye's behavior and is now threatening to use him as an example to others. To add to the drama, Kanye West is claiming that Diddy and Drake got into a physical altercation at Yeezy Season 1 fashion show, with Jay-Z having to intervene to break it up. Kanye West has been vocalizing his thoughts to the media, even if it's a...
Is it who? Jay-Z and... Who? Diddy and Drake?
Diddy and Drake got into a physical altercation at Yeezy Season 1 fashion show, with Jay-Z having to intervene to break it up. Kanye West has been vocalizing his thoughts to the media, even if it's affecting his career. In a recent appearance on the Lex Fridman podcast, he shared his opinions on a range of topics, including the media, anti-Semitism, and the U.S. election. During one of his typical stream of consciousness rants, Kanye briefly mentioned an incident that occurred backstage at his Yeezy Season 1 fashion show in February 2015. According to him, there was a scuffle between Diddy and Drake. This fashion show was so popular that Justin Bieber had to sit in the second row. Kanye says, at that time, Puff Daddy had beef with Drake. Drake still came to the show and Jay-Z had to break up the fight backstage. Fans also seem to believe
That's
Kanye's
wild.
claims, but a few of them are worried about his life and are now hinting that Kanye shouldn't spill Diddy's secrets. He's starting to tell other rappers business. He might not be around breathing for much longer, especially Diddy's little secrets. I'm just saying, West did not stop himself at that alone. In fact, he expressed his opinions even more explicitly on the podcast, which landed him in hot water. He made several statements that caused a stir, some of which have stuck with people. In fact, his opinions were so controversial that the interview was taken down from YouTube.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these, all you fake hard, hold on. Okay. All you fake hard.
West called out Jay-Z.
See, there always gotta be there always has to be a certain level of respect for Kanye, because it's not like he actually comes out and expresses himself. A lot of people keep their mouths shut and don't express how they feel. And I was reading a book, and this really stuck with me. It was like the true happiness is health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. That last one, I feel like a lot of people forget about. Like the main things when we think about life is health, and then wealth, you know what I'm saying, money, and then love. You feel what I'm saying? But not many actually include the perfect self-expression. Like, if we don't express ourselves perfectly, or at least allow ourselves to express ourselves in whichever way it is, whether it's through music or drawing or videos or whatever it is, or speaking out against something, you're kind of restraining yourself and holding yourself back, and then you won't experience that true bliss and happiness. So Kanye West does have that expression for him, like, you know what I'm saying, perfectly expressing himself, or at least allowing himself to express what he feels.
For not visiting his family after Kim Kardashian was robbed in Paris at gunpoint.
I don't got no celebrity friends, because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I didn't have the address of my child, none of these.
According to NME, while on his St. Pablo tour in Seattle, West told the crowd, "Don't call me after the robbery and say how you feelin'. You want to know how I'm feelin'? Come by the house. Bring the kids by the house. Like we're brothers? Let's sit down." He added, "I can't take this SHT, bro. Our kids have never even played together." During West's Sacramento show, he went after Jay-Z again. "Call me, bruh. You still ain't calling me. Jay-Z, call me. Bruh, I know you got killers. Please don't send them at my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a man." Shortly after his performance, West was admitted to a hospital for exfoliation.
But realize how Kanye literally said, and we got to keep in mind, you know, Kanye and Jay-Z were very, very close. I'm pretty sure they released an entire album together, like Holy Grail. He literally said, this is Kanye speaking. He said, "I know you got killers. Please don't send them at my head." So like Jay-Z is very, very rare. Like he might have made a sacrifice or two. But if you want someone dead, he's not going to do it. You feel what I'm saying? He got people that he can easily just pay off and have them do it just like that. Boom. And that's what a lot of celebrities. Yeah, I'll say like top, you know what I'm saying? Like when the higher you go, you can do that for a fact.
Talk to me like a man. Shortly after his performance, West was admitted to a hospital for exhaustion and forced to cancel the rest of his tour. Meanwhile, a source had told Page 6 that Jay-Z was only able to deal with West for a limited amount of time. Jay can't stand him. They said he looks at him as this crazy, eccentric mother. This marked the start of the spectacular ascent and epic rift between two of the most renowned pop stars in the world, Jay-Z and Kanye West. In a lengthy interview with Charlemagne the God, West disclosed that his strained relationship with Jay-Z escalated after the Carters failed to attend his wedding. He revealed, "I was hurt about them not coming to the wedding. I understand they were going through some things, but if it's family, you're not going to miss a wedding." It is also important to mention that as of the time of the interview, West had apparently not yet talked directly to Jay-Z about the whole thing. "I don't think I ever asked him that question directly. What really hurt me, you can't bring my kid or my wife into it," Jay-Z later said in a radio interview. "We've gotten past bigger issues, but you brought my family into it. Now it's a problem with me." The 99 Problems rapper added, "You know it's a problem because me and him would have been talked about it, been resolved our issues. And he knows crossed the line. He knows. And I know he knows. Cause we've never let this much space go between one of our disagreements, and we've had many. That's part of who we are." Well, fans seem to be behind Kanye on this one because they think Jay-Z's intentions are not pure. One of them tweeted, "The Jay-Z-Kanye feud goes deep. As you may know, Kanye West has never been one to avoid discussing the darker aspects of the music industry." Let's take a look at his statements.
If you go to Apple right now, go to Apple Music. Let's load up the top 10 songs. I guarantee you they're promoting black serial killing.
He explicitly stated that the
Bro, that's
media
a fact. You know what I'm saying? You don't have any artists coming out and saying that. Or at least anyone with this type of influence coming out and saying the truth like that. He said, I guarantee the top 10 songs are promoting black serial killing. Literally. That's all they talk about. Shooting guns. I got the Glock 49. I'm gonna pull up on your block, spin on you. Pop, 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 pop. I got the drugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm sipping on the lean. Like, that's literally what it's promoting. It's crazy.
Off the sacrifices of black people, and that is a result of his bold claims. The system silenced him. The public greatly respects Kanye for standing up against this cruelty.
The truth is this. A bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives. The record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is...
Kanye's concerns are not baseless. Black artists and rappers are consistently being violently killed, and it is naive to believe that it has no connection to the culture promoted through their music.
The industry's obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people, but they're encouraging you to push it on yours.
The record labels are the ones responsible for pushing young black men towards violence and drugs in order to profit from it.
Not just one. They're promoting black. The red media is making money off of blacks being serial killers to each other. Also misogynistic.
West has only been one of the few public figures to address the exploitation of black rappers by the media, despite the...
Like, it's gotten so bad, like, within the black community specifically, that it's like, it literally has young black men wanting to be rappers and drug dealers and killers. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they're proud about it. And even when I go on social media, there are girls even saying, yo, I want a drug dealer or street dude, you know what I'm saying, or a killer. That's how bad it's gone for both the guys and the girls. It's crazy.
Alarming number of artists being murdered and dying, violence continues to be promoted through black music. However, rap is more than just words and beats. The harmful portrayal of black people in the media has a severe impact on the black community itself. To make matters worse, record labels are encouraging this destructive behavior. When black artists rap about drugs and violence, it generates buzz and puts them in the spotlight, which is exactly what the labels want: exposure at any cost. However, the consequences of this strategy extend beyond the damage to these artists' reputations. It also promotes the use of drugs and guns in the black community, fueling a cycle of self-destruction. People need to recognize the dangerous situation happening. Kanye's claims are becoming more and more true as black artists are facing more danger and distress than ever before. We cannot ignore this anymore. We need to act now and remove these harmful elements from the music industry before it's too late. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.
Make sure you guys do like the video, subscribe if you haven't, turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you on the next one the same way you're going to catch me in the next one. Peace. Love y'all.